deal on the Arizona.
Ooh.
So this is that 2-banded slide, and every major designer is mocking up their version.
Yes.
These were the originals, but we have new colors and sort of a new upper. So this is gonna be the embossed. This light rose right here is really pretty. So it's got like a lizard embossing. This one almost has like a copper or a rose gold accent on the buckle. And then you'll notice that that traction, that outsole is white. So you get the cork, you get that beautiful kind of white outsole. So it has this nice little kind of mixed media design. And these do come in that same dual sizing starting at 5, 5.5 up to 11, 11.5. Let me show you. Oh, we have one other lizard. Okay, this is what I wanted to show you. So these are the two in that sort of embossed lizard. This is the one that I'm wearing, which is the white, and then you have the light rose. Then we have brand new, we have some canvas ones, which I was really excited to see. I couldn't wait to see them in person. And there's 2 colors for you to choose from. There's surf green. Hello, nails. Do they not match?
I know, you're coordinating.
Like aqua.
Way cute.
And then if you like that gray, but maybe that silky, smooth, shiny alloy wasn't your thing, how about this one? Stone coin is this gray. Free shipping and handling, $17 gets this one home. The Arizona. I mean, speaking to my heart over here.
Anytime you can grab a deal for the Arizona, which is really probably, in my opinion, and from what I hear on the streets, like the most sought after silhouette that we have. A lot of people, when they think Birkenstock, they think the Arizona. They think the Arizona was the very first. It's actually celebrating 50 years, over 50 years. It's like 51 years now with Birkenstock. So it's a timeless favorite, and it's one that we keep bringing back and giving you those subtle changes to keep it present, to keep it here for you in the moment and on trend. So the canvas ones I think are so fun because they have a little distressing. It kind of reminds me of that like very distressed sneaker. And then the embossed ones, how gorgeous. I mean, build your entire wardrobe of Birkenstocks, because here's the thing, when you know you have a shoe that makes you feel good, makes your feet feel good, makes your whole body feel good the next day, you really do want to start replacing your whole wardrobe with Birkenstocks, because I have shoes, but these are the ones I reach for over and over again. So having that variety to go with whatever color you're wearing, to coordinate with your sundresses, like that's really what you want to have, is some great variety.
Well, and I think for most of us, we start out with the Arizona in the black, or maybe like a mocha or a taupe. How great are these spring colors? We're seeing lots of light pastels, and I like in the white lizard, it has this almost like touch of like a pearlescence to it. So it's not like a flat or a matte white. It's also not like a glossy white. It's really cool. And the embossing gives a little bit of texture, a little bit of interest, and that has the silver kind of matte finish on the buckle. Shalane is coming out in the canvas in the one that we are calling Stone Coin, which is such a cool color to have in gray. And then you've got the gray buckle, so it's a little bit more tonal, a little bit more casual, a little bit more, you know, kind of everyday jeans t-shirt or shorts and a tank top kind of vibe. And so, but you're getting all of the same benefits that we know and we love from the Birkenstock Arizona, but now in these 2 new upper designs.
Yeah, I love that you were talking about our little family game. You know, we're all starting to think about travel now, whether you're traveling for, you know, vacation and getting out of the cold weather. Maybe you have a graduation coming up, a wedding. I've had a lot of family travel coming up. When we travel, we do play the game. It's counting the Birkenstocks. So I'm looking down, I'm looking to see what people love to travel in their Birkenstocks, because you're walking a lot, you're going through maybe security if you're in the airport. For me, when we went to Europe last summer, obviously we saw tons of them because we're from Europe. Birkenstocks are from Europe, so you're going to see a lot of them there. But they're so good for walking on any surface. So we're walking over cobblestones, you're walking throughout Rome, we were walking all over the place, and it was my Birkenstocks that I chose almost every day. Because when I chose my other ones, they would always be pinching here or rubbing there, but my Birkenstocks I knew were gonna support my feet, and I felt amazing at the end of the day. I didn't feel like, oh my gosh, my feet hurt so bad. So having that support, having that contoured footbed, having it mold completely to your foot, creating that custom experience, no other shoe does that.
Yeah, and I think to your point, because, you know, in a lot of summer sandals, even at these price points, you can feel the ground beneath you. Like you can feel the rocks and the pebbles, and you can feel when you change terrain. That's why this footbed is so unique. It's so special. That's why Birkenstocks has never changed it.
Yep.
That's what makes it so iconic, and that's why people return season after season, year after year, because they can trust that the footbed is gonna mold to their foot, right?
Yes, exactly. And we're showing a little graphic right now. We can take a tour again through the footbed, starting with that deep heel cup. You're gonna see, I mean, that goes in like ½ an inch there. You're gonna slide in, your foot just locks into place. Then you have that great arch support, which is nice and firm. And then as it molds to your foot, it gets a little softer and really supports all the soft edges of those arches. Then we have that nice wide toe box so that your toes can stretch out. You really need your toes to be able to take up space so you have proper balance. I don't know how many times I've had on like a narrow toe box, and then I'm like find myself pitching forward if I have a little heel on, like my balance is off. So you need your toes to be able to really have that space for your balance to stretch out. Then you have that raised toe bar, which gives you that gripping motion for circulation. And all of that plays into the ultimate health and wellness of your feet, your legs, and in response, your body does respond to that.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I will say I was a little bit of one of, I can't say the last people to buy Birkenstocks, but I didn't jump on the bandwagon early. It was a little later in my life, but then when I got one pair and I wore it, and yeah, there is a break-in period, to be honest with you, I was kind of used to some thin and flimsy and not a whole lot of support. So you first gonna step into these and you're gonna feel that they're gonna feel firmer. I'm not flexing these. You see, I'm not like, a lot of shoes were like flexible and cushion. No, these actually become like an extension of your body, but it is about that footbed that allows that to do that. And it takes a little bit of time. So I would say start wearing them around the house, and then you'll want to wear them, maybe a couple hours here, a couple hours there, and then you'll find that you never want to not wear them. So you can see all of those components that we talked about when we showed you on that graphic, that deep heel cup, that little toe bar. This actually is a nice little gripping motion. It helps promote some circulation. And then you've got those 4 quadrants of that arch support. One thing I wanted to mention was the material that is touching your bare feet is very, very soft. I mean, it feels like your favorite t-shirt. It's a nice, flexible, you get the great exterior fashion moment, but this is what's touching your foot. And I think that's really important to know that everything is really, really soft. Of course, you're gonna set your buckles, and depending on how, you can set, these are independently, available to set, so maybe you need them a little bit tighter around your toes, looser around the vamp of your foot, or vice versa, or make them even, and they always look good, and you don't have to do anything else. I love that you can see the natural tone of the cork with that white sole of the shoe, and then this is the new lizard. We have them in 2 shades. So you have light rose, which has kind of like that copper buckle, or we have the white lizard, which is the one that I chose to wear. There's only 100 left in the light rose. And just so you guys know, when we partner with Birkenstock and we bring in the newest colorways and designs and all that, we don't get tens of thousands. We bring in a small selection, and once they're gone, they're gone. We don't always guarantee a reorder, and this is at a special customer appreciation price. And the canvas is new, and I love the canvas for me because, again, I'm a jeans and t-shirt girl, I really am. So I love the idea of the canvas being a little bit more casual, a little bit more everyday, kind of weekend, farmer's market, running your errands, and then we have those in 2 colors. Right now you're seeing that white embossed lizard, but the canvas is in stone coin, which is your gray, or the surf green.
Yeah, love these colors. Love that the buckles are also dyed to match. They're still metal buckles, by the way. They're not plastic.
Oh, really?
Yeah, totally dyed to match. They have like a coating on them, right?
Nice. I thought they would be like a plastic.
Same.
Yeah.
So I was really impressed by that as well. Just again, it speaks to the quality of construction. And I love looking at the outsole. We always do different colors. This is actually the black outsole, but this one's more of a taupey color outsole versus like the white that we have on the classic white. So you see
that's
all
that
of it
new like eggshell that we'll see later.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Love that. I love that you guys are shopping. If you want the surf green, now less than 100 in that surf green as well. So if that kind of teal ocean blue is your colorway.
Ooh, almost gone.
Almost gone, yeah. And remember, dual sizing, we recommend if you're a half size, you size down. So if you're 8.5, you would go to an 8. We're excited that you guys are shopping with us. Thank you so much for all of your orders. We're actually here live in our studios, but I don't know if you've heard, QVC Group is now live.